to welcome Mr. Harold to Bhubaneswar, and thanks to you coming, I'm looking at the future when we plan to develop the dog sport in the country, and especially the IGP, which is so important, working traits of a German Shepherd dog. It's a dual purpose dog, and that is basically, we thought that with you coming in, a lot of our breeders and exhibitors would really understand what the Shepherd is and what it should be, and especially not only the anatomy, it is also the mental ability, the ability to think and the ability to work. Yeah. You see, a Shepherd, I hope you agree with me, a Shepherd which doesn't work and is only there only for the show season, it's like taking a, your coat out from the wardrobe and dusting it and keeping it back in. That ultimately tells on the Shepherd. Your views on that, sir?
Yeah, I don't have to agree with you because it is for sure that you are right. So let's go back to the history.
Yeah.
When the German Shepherd breed began, our founder of SV, Stefanitz, he had the goal to breed a dog that is able to work with very good condition at the hurdle, and so one of the conditions was the good anatomics, the conformation of the dogs. And up to today we made of a working dog out of them. That means our dogs are on the one side family dogs. They need to be very good in the family, very smart with the children. On the other side they must be very good dogs for service. That means, for example, for police work. And so we have to do as breeder something to make them able to do all this. And this is why, for example, we are doing the temperament test or the IGP trials. The temperament test, that is very necessary for the breed, because, like the name says, the temperament is going to be checked, proved. And when the dog passes in a very young age, the temperament test, then we know the temperament is good, the behavior is good, and they can grow up and we can breed with them. And then continuing and working them, making things a little bit more serious, then we are going to the AGPs and have with this thing something that helps us to make the breed that good and that drives that stable, that we can use the dogs from family up to police dogs.
Yeah. And this is why the age has been deliberately kept between 9 to 13 months for your character assessment.
The character test means we want to see how the dog is from nature. That means the dog has not to be trained, and therefore we use a young age like this. They can come out of the kennel, out of the house in the family, can come to us here, and then we check the temperament. And it should not be, the dog should not be used in all the exercises. We want to see his behavior, to check his behavior, and therefore the age is that young.
Right. And then after the dog is 15 months and older, then we start with the BH obedience.
Yes.
And step by step we take it up into the higher IGPs.
The BH now is something that combines the temperament test and the later IGP. The dog must be obedient, but also in the second part of the BH trial you check how the dog is outside in the traffic with other persons, with other dogs, and so therefore I tell you this is a mix. And there is something new in Germany. We have the SIT AP now, and that builds up also on the temperament test, and we have it new now, and when they can pass it, they are allowed to go to a breed survey. In German we say Körung, and then after that the dog is ready to be bred, to be mated.
Yes.
This is very new. The SIT IP has not so much to do with points, with scores. It has more to do that an experienced judge will tell you how the behavior, how the temperament of your dog is.
Right. Oh, great. And it's obvious, listening to you that a lot of importance has to go into this if we want to breed better dogs. And unfortunately, like most of us in India, we have really not understood the importance of what you just said right now. And this is something that has to get into our breeding programs.
Yes.
Because I'm sure you'll agree that the best working dogs are obviously from the lines. You see, if they do not have that in the genetics, then there is no way you could get them in. Your views on that, sir?
See, let me compare it with a normal life. We do not need the very best, the top athletes of the show ring or of the IGP. What we want to breed as breeders, what we are doing is we want to build up the average.
Right.
It is very, to compare it with another thing in our life, for example, with the Formula races. The Formula races, this is top cars that go very quick. And maybe it is important for the normal average cars to build up them and to make them better, but not every one of us can drive one. For us breeders of German Shepherd dogs, it is very important to have a high average of a good mentioned dog.
Yes, which means basically, if I put it, a balance in everything that a German Shepherd, an ideal German Shepherd should be.
Right.
It should be balanced without being, like too high up in either of the attributes.
Right.
Oh, right. Great.
Right.
And sir, I would just like to, share with you that we have just started. In fact, 2020, we are looking at many more. And now with the news spreading far and wide, we are a huge country. And then with the German Shepherd Confederation, also spending a little time and money in helping develop the people across, so that more and more people come in and practice, and then we start breeding better dogs.
I wish you good luck.
Yeah.
And I'm only a couple hours here now,
Yeah.
but I met a lot of people with very high knowledge and very high motivation.
Right.
So I am sure you will get your goals.
We are looking forward to a continued sir, help, support and blessings, sir.
I will do that.
Yes,
That's a promise.
it's a privilege to have you here with
Okay,
us.
okay.
Thank you, sir.